Hey there. Today I want to talk a little bit about presence. This is my daily video for Saturday, September 11. And September 11, for many, is a day of memory. A terrible thing happened. I guess some view it as a great thing, but it cost a lot of lives 20 years ago today, when the negativity and hatred of somebody resulted in an attack on another group of people, which is always sad. Loss of life is not good. Inflicting suffering and that sort of thing is not the best things that we are as humans to each other. Today, I use this picture in the background here because, it's a picture of someone in nature on the edge of a cliff, it appears, in the sun, a setting or rising sun. It looks more setting for some reason, but it could be either one. And the topic of today is presence. We so often get wound up in, I got to do this, and this is coming, and that's coming, and hurry up, and this obligation and that we forget one fundamental thing. And the fundamental thing is illustrated by the guy in the picture. You only have this moment to act. Now, you can define a moment any way you want to. I define a moment as 8.64 seconds. It's kind of funny. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. 60 seconds times 60 minutes times 24 hours is 86,400. And I arbitrarily decided there should be 10,000 moments in a day. Seemed like a good number. Lots of moments in a day. Well, if you divide 10,000 into 86.4, you get 8.64 seconds. I love that because it's long enough to matter. 8 seconds is a substantive piece of time, and it's short enough to truly be a moment. So to me, at least, it gives life and power to the idea that you can live in the moment, focus on the moment, create in the moment. Why is that important? Well, my years, decades of learning, both in a sad place, full of depression, self-loathing, self-sabotage, and my years of liberation, having recovered from that and now being a light and determined to help people discover, as I did, my divine gifts and talents, and then to serve with those. I've discovered we're happiest when we are in service of others with our divine gifts. I've discovered that prosperity, cash, money, earning, and learning all take care of themselves when we focus on discovering, developing, and serving with those divine gifts. So as we think about whatever it is you think about today, whether it's recollection of the events of 20 years ago, or if you're thinking about the coronavirus that is pressing in on us now, here in Alberta, we've got back up to crisis proportions because of really indecisive and what looks like kind of not very responsible actions on the part of leaders in government. We've got caseloads that are clear back up to the worst time in the pandemic. Whatever your focus is today, fretting about the past or worrying about the future will not create a brighter tomorrow. It will not create a brighter today, and in fact, it won't create a brighter anything. Fretting and worrying are not synonymous with creation, power, joy, love, creativity, good, light, building, progress. Fretting and worrying aren't in the list of things that come from that place. So I'm inviting you to take a moment, perhaps several of your precious moments today, to focus, as this fellow is, on connecting with the present. At least it looks like a fellow, I don't know. Connect with the present. Spend some time in meditation, simply quieting the noise and making choices about who you are and how you want to be in the world as a person of honor, integrity, brightness, happiness, optimism, creativity, a person who's struggling, grumpy, complaining, just getting by. Like, who do you want to be? Make a conscious declaration about that. That's part of the framework, idea, invitation, declaration, elevation, and action. We've been talking about invitation and declaration now for a couple of days, 3 or 4 days, and I'm going to keep talking about all 4 of those things, because that is a way to make a choice and declaration about who you're doing, who you're being, and how you do it, right? One piece of baggage that we all carry is guilt, shame, pain, which is often why we stay so focused on yesterday, yesteryear, yesterminute, what we did or didn't do, or what someone did or didn't do to us in the past. Learning to forgive others and forgive yourself when you've made mistakes or you've been cruel or stupid is essential. If you carry that baggage, you're limiting your value, your productivity, and your capability for the future. And I, for one, want all that you can offer. So we are going to talk more about forgiveness. I'm starting a book challenge to help some people write books in a few minutes, as soon as I get done with this video. And I'm taking up the challenge and writing a book on forgiveness. And the name of the book is Forgiveness, A Journey of Courage to a Place of Peace and Power. And one of the key points in there is learning to forgive yourself. That doesn't mean excuse. That doesn't mean be callous. And we don't have time to do all the definitions now, but we'll talk about it more as the days go by. Love to you. You are divine and you can do good. Create prosperity and live a life of joy if you want it. But you have to do the work to get there. See you tomorrow.